Hello. I don't really know why, but I am being obliged to make another channeled message video for you, my fellow collective member, if you will. This is for anyone out there who resonates with my energy. I ask to check your energy at the door. And if there's anything that you no longer need, I ask for your permission, of course, to have it released into the unknown so that you may be free and feeling a lot more lifted and uplifted. I ask that you bring yourself back to the present moment of who you are now by taking 3 deep breaths with me. Let's start. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Welcome. How are you? I have been getting a lot of clarifying messages that always in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking about wanting to channel and wanting to just make a video. I also get stuck in my realistic mind because it's kind of like I right now am balancing my emotional mind and my realistic mind. And I've realized that I've been really, what would you call it? It's like I've been in the mode of listening to my emotional mind when it comes to acting. And it's like every single time that I either act or react, it's within my emotions. Even in the times when I just need to be logistical about reacting, I would react in a emotional way, which then I would receive karmic lessons about why certain situations I need to react in a logistical way, and then why in certain situations it's good to react in an emotional way. So it's been very much so this tug and pull lately. And with the channel message that I wanted to bring forth in this video, it's going to be aligning with kind of like these polar opposite energies when it comes to what really is reality. So I'm gonna be using my deck that I've just made over time. I've had these little discs, and I decided to use the discs as making a deck. And it's really fun because over time you get to tune into what is really calling to you intuitively and individually. So the cards that popped up, the people in my world are of union and inclusivity. And then Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st, profundity, insistence, and toughness. Insistence is coming out. So what is coming out right now is with these polar opposites, it is dealing with how you are judging other people in your outside world and how you are judging yourself in your inside world. I'm getting that the polar opposites that I was talking about is specifically talking about your inside world and your outside world, and how the reflection that you see on the outside is actually the reflection on the inside. So let's say you wake up, right? You do your normal thing, you're going to where you need to go to, and then you're starting to realize that on what you're experiencing in your outside with other people, the interactions and everything, there's a certain tone to it. This tone, you will understand the source of the tone when you start to understand the tone inside. When it comes to everything that is created on the outside of what you see outside of you, that is just the kind of like meal that you got the ingredients inside of you. Like, you can create a beautiful meal, like a beautiful life outside, but the kind of inspiration that you get is going to be from the inside. So I'm getting this kind of picture, right? Visualization that what you've been desiring to have happen outside is already happening, like in the future, but you are now purging a lot. Like, you are purging a lot, right? You're lifting it off of you. You're getting out of kind of your perspective, if you will. And so now that you're clearing and you're able to see a bit more clearly, you're able to kind of, when it comes to the confusion, you're able to get to more of a defined answer that fits with you and that feels good with you. And it's like, okay, I feel sure enough that I'm going to go forward, even though I might not know exactly what's going to happen, like with the outcome. I know that the direction I'm going in feels right for me. I know that I've cleared enough out of my path to see if there maybe be future obstacles ahead of me. You know, it's kind of like right now what you're doing with the purging is taking a lot of that excess weight that you've been kind of hauling on your back as you continue on your journey. And you're realizing a lot of this excessivity, is that a word? The excessive weight that you've been carrying is others outside of you. So you've been doing a lot of different kinds of prayers and different kinds of chants, just like saying different kinds of phrases that allow you to truly feel this kind of like connection to the power of change and the power of control and the power in the present moment. You're realizing that when you get to what's like really important right now in the present moment, you're able to understand what capability you have of changing, and then also what you cannot change, right? What is outside of your capability, right? And that's going to be when it comes to other people and their reaction and their choice of choosing how to react. So you're realizing that a lot of this weight that you've been carrying, mind you, burnout has come through too. You're realizing that this is no longer yours, and you doing the work of like saying and getting rid of it, and like, I cut toxic ties that bind me to the past, and I disintegrate them within all time space continuum so that I may be free in the present and the future to come to experience more in life. So mote it be, you know. And you're also, another thing is you're also like asking for help from your spiritual team and from your light worker team, from the team that's more than just kind of like your reality that you see around you. Like, how would I put it? You know, your spiritual team, your light worker family, the deities that you work with, the support that you got on the other side. Hey. And you're realizing that it's kind of like when you go inside and you tune into the inside, that's also where you're connecting with your team. And I'm getting that your communication also with your team is a lot more clear, because you're way more present with what you need, what you want, and then also what you no longer need, what you no longer want. Because as you continue to grow and as you continue to get older and experience life more and more, you're going to go through experiencing having this or experiencing having that. And you're realizing that you don't really want this. You want a bit of this and you want a bit of this, but you don't want all this and you don't want all that. So it's almost as if as you continue to live day by day, you're like taking each tiny little piece, which is a puzzle piece, and you're starting to piece together your life. It's so cool. Like you're starting to see the picture a lot more defined, you know, you're starting to see whatever the puzzle truly is, you're starting to see it more and more. I love it. Let me pull a couple of cards and then I think it feels good. I feel like that was the message truly of just, you know, congratulating yourself of all the hard work you've done, you know, all the hard work of willing to change, willing to quit on certain things that you know you don't want, you know, willing to let go of things, willing to purge. It's at first feels like uncomfortable to purge, especially if you've held on to things. But when you purge, you're able to take like the meaning of whatever item it is, and you're able to like kind of implement it into your heart and feel like connected with it, right? And create memories with it, or you're like resonating on the memories, or you're like remembering the memories. And I'm getting this like, as you purge, you're also cleansing the memory, and you're cleansing so that you're able to kind of release any residual kind of ties you have with your emotions. And this is a great way for you to cut cords with toxic ties of the past. That's a huge thing that would really help make manifestations to come happen a lot more efficiently if you're able to cut those toxic ties and really come to like resolve with experiences of the past that maybe you haven't completed, you haven't finished, you haven't gotten to that point. We have helpful people, travel, crystals that are really good for it are pyrite and black tourmaline. Pyrite for me, what just came up is finances, is like abundance, is like that prosperity. And then black tourmaline also just came up as protection. It's almost as if right now you are understanding what really you need to protect for your prosperity to come in a very efficient way. I'm getting this essence that it's very important to protect your dreams from the toxic ties of the past. Because when it comes to those toxic ties, it's in a way interfering with your dreams. It's changing up the scenery, changing up how you really truly view your dreams, because you're still stuck in the past. So the areas where you're stuck in the past, cutting those ties will allow you to release what you need to, have room for the experiences to come with the manifestations. Because that's like the thing, is like, really you just want the experience of what it is to have whatever you want to manifest, have happen, you know? Yeah, that experience. Because also you're creating memories. Memories, I think, to me, as a person, okay, as a human being, I really, really, really very much so value memories so much, like so much. All negative energy will be returned to sender, okay? So toxic ties, right? It's backwards. Toxic ties. This is something that can really, really hold up your manifestations from coming in if you keep ruminating also and holding grudges of other people and their actions towards you. Yeah, releasing the toxic ties. It's just like, oh, like it's so huge of like, I can see almost like it's like these balloons that like, you're just like finally cutting what is holding you back, and the balloons like go up in the air and everything. And, you know, they do what they need to do, but it's no longer like your responsibility, I guess. What I'm trying to say is your responsibility is cutting the toxic ties that you know are binding you to the past. And trusting yourself in terms of knowing what ties you need to cut. Yeah. All right. That is all that I have for you. I want to see where you're going to go from now with past, present, and future. So, and this is like right now where your thoughts are. In the past, trust fall, the inner past self will catch you. Okay? So, trust fall, your past self is there to catch you when you start to head back and really look at those toxic ties. I bet you your past self has those scissors ready to cut them. They just need your kind of say so, because in the present moment, that's like where your capability is. So as long as you tell yourself, hey, I'm cutting those toxic ties. You do it right now. Like, Guess what? Your past self is doing that right now in the past. Gosh, time is like really just very interesting. All right. I create with confidence and ease. This is your present. All right. As you continue to cut those toxic ties, you are empowering yourself in the now. Like you're your best kind of like wing person, you know, anyway, you're your best supporter. You're your best encourager. If there is no one else in your life who supports you, you support you. You know, you're realizing that this is empowering who you are. You're trusting yourself more. You know your capability and being able to change your now so that your future will be different than the past. Ooh, in the future, I am worthy of manifesting all my desires. Y'all, all those manifestations that you want to have happen in the future, you are going to be experiencing the worthiness of being aware that those manifestations have happened in the now of the future, which you will get there now. But it's really important to know where the direction of your thoughts in the present moment is. Always be aware of that, because as long as you're aware of where your direction of thoughts is in the present moment, you're going to be able to have that compass to lead you like wherever you want to go. It's up to you, baby. It's your world, you know. The outside world is your world. You just gotta come to terms with the inside world and get it up to date, you know. Just update, just like an iPhone. Oh my gosh, iPhone updates happen so often. But really though, it's really important to update so much. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Drinking water is always important. You can check out my other social medias if you would like to catch up more on who I am as an individual person, besides just a channeler. Until next video, I'll see you. Bye.